Hello dear traders and investors. Thank you so much for helping our project. All links are in the description of this video. We will compare the main indicators of the organization Accenture plc, ACN, ticker ACN. This review is based on current data as of June 7, 2024. By classification Guru.Markets company Accenture plc belongs to the subcategory ACCENTURE business. 37 organizations take part in the analysis, which is very representative. Let's start with summary information about the company. If necessary, you can pause the video. We propose to consider all the indicators of the corporation scrupulously. Access to the table with the classification of company tickers is free. Thank you for your repost, as well as various other help. It all greatly helps the work. Market capitalization of the company Accenture plc is $183.43 billion. With a market capitalization of the subcategory of $427 billion. Accenture plc, ACN, accounts for a share of 42.96% and is one of the leaders in the subcategory. The company's balance sheet capitalization is estimated at $27.08 billion. The subcategory's balance sheet capitalization is $70 billion. Accenture plc, ACN, constitutes a share of 38.443%. Having compared the shares of market and balance capitalization, we see the following. Share Accenture plc in the subcategory in case of stock market capitalization assessment is 42.96%. The balance sheet capitalization is 38.443%, which is 11% less than the share of market value. Assessment of the company's share of market and balance sheet capitalization in the subcategory. Bad, -1 point. The company under study has financial liabilities of $3.249 billion. Debt to book capitalization is 12% of capital. Score based on the level of the company's debt obligations. Good, 1 point. The balance of the company's market price to its profit corresponds to 26.4. The subcategory average is 29.7, which is 11% lower than the subcategory average. Assessment of the company's stock market value to profit ratio in comparison with companies in the subcategory. Good, 1 point. Profit for the last 12 months was $7,031 million. Forward profit for the next 12 months will tentatively be $8,114, which is 15.4% more than now. An assessment of the projected future profit indicator in comparison within the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. The company's price-to-revenue balance is 2.8. The subcategory average is 2.2, which is 27% higher than the subcategory average. Assessment of the company's market value to revenue indicator in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Tolerable, -0.5 points. Revenue for the last 12 months amounted to $64,570. Forward revenue for the coming 12 months is expected to be $74,510 million. This is 15% more than currently. Assess projected future sales performance against subcategory performance. Good, 0.5 points. The margin is 10.9%, with an average in the subcategory of 7.5%. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 3.4%. Assessment of sales profitability in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. The company's share by number of employees in the subcategory is 43.623%, which is 2% more than the share of market capitalization. And this fact shows the discrepancy between the company's exchange price Accenture plc, ACN, most likely towards underestimation. The amount of market capital per employee of the organization is $250,000. And for the subcategory it's $254,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 1.6%. Estimation of the amount of company capital per employee in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. The amount of profit per individual employee is equal to $9,600. The average for the subcategory is $8,500. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 12%. Estimated profit per individual employee compared to subcategory performance. Good, 0.5 points. The company's revenue per employee is $88,000. By subcategory $114,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 30%. Estimation of sales per employee in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Tolerable, 0 points. The volume of short transactions was 1.1%. With an average for the subcategory of 2.2%. This is an assessment of a possible short squeeze. Technical indicator RSI, 14, shows a level of 38% for the company Accenture plc, ACN. Whereas for the subcategory this level is 48%. Potentially, papers in the subcategory are valued higher than those of Accenture plc. Comparing the dynamics of the company's share price Accenture plc and subcategory shares. We see that over 12 months the company's shares Accenture plc showed a dynamics of -5.3%. Against price dynamics in the subcategory -6.6%. This doesn't say anything unambiguously, but we need to take this fact into account. Before showing the total score, I kindly ask. Make a valuation of company shares Accenture plc in the comments to this review. We look through every comment and try very hard to respond to almost every comment. The overall result is 3 out of 10 points. The average result for the subcategory is 1.4 points. If you look very broadly, within the entire ACCENTURE stock market in general, we can note that the average result for the entire ACCENTURE stock market in aggregate is 0.4 points. Against the score of 3 points Accenture plc. Let's go to the order table, which is available to you. The link to it is in the pinned comment. The order table contains all decisions of the information and reference system for stock valuation Guru.Markets. Access to the order table is free and open. Link in pinned comment. As a result of the valuation of the company's securities Accenture plc, ACN. Information and reference system for stock valuation Guru.Markets. The decision was made. Do not open an order due to the fact that Accenture plc overvalued subcategory company. Thank you very much to everyone for watching this video and for using the information and reference system Guru.Markets. You really are the coolest audience in the whole world.